Hi everybody and welcome back to my basement. Today I'm gonna talk about how to strip down a GoPro, especially the Hero 6 in this case, and turn it into a micro cine whoop. Super small, super lightweight. Let's do this. So, first thing first, why a Hero 6? As I explained in my latest video about ReelSteady, the Hero 6 is the best GoPro to use with ReelSteady. ReelSteady is a software that stabilizes your footage, and that's what we use to stabilize micro CineWhoop footage. You can use a Hero 8, I guess, but there is no documentation, the board is bigger. This is the cheapest and best way you can go with it. Because you can get them used for, this one was like 100 bucks. You can get them for 100, 150. So even like broken ones, if you find some with the broken screen, you can get them. You will not use your screen because you will remove it. Perfect. Now that the app is connected and the GoPro is downgraded, it's time to strip it. Perfect. Here is the GoPro. So, first thing first, remove the battery and the SD card. Perfect. Now, you need to remove the lens cap. This one is pretty loose, but what you need to do is push in and twist. So you push in, it's really hard, push in and twist. Like this. And it comes off. Perfect. Now grab some plastic pry tool and find this hole right here and try to pry from there, like this. You see? And there is some glue underneath it, so just try to do like this. Be careful, underneath here there is the LCD ribbon cable, so be careful around this part. And now you have the front plate of your GoPro naked. So what we need now is tiny Torx screws, and we need a screwdriver to remove them. T3. Nice, there is a total of 6 screws. Now you can detach the board. Do not pull it really hard on it, it will come loose. Open this one, because there are connectors, you have to be careful with them and make them come out. Perfect. Okay, now at the back you can unclip . Nice. Okay, so this is the battery lid, this one here, and this one is the buttons. We'll have to remove it, and the other two is the LCD screen. Now, if you look inside, you can see there is two screws right there. We have to remove them. One. And two. Now we can... Okay, first you have to... There is glue behind the battery panel, and then we have to slide it. So first thing first, slide a piece of plastic underneath it, so you can lift it up. Try to cut the adhesive. Okay. Perfect. Now it will move. So, align, you see this? You have to align with this groove here so it can come out. Nice. And it's out. First, we need to remove this board right here. So, there is a little flat connector. We need to remove it, and then we can open it. So, to remove the buttons, we have to remove this metal bracket right here. Be extra careful with this. Okay, now we can try and remove the metal bracket. Be extra careful in this step. It's really hard to see right here, but there are 4 plastic rivets, and you need to get them off before pulling the flat cables out. Okay, you can pull it gently from this part. 1 is gone. 2 is gone. 2 are gone. Gentle. Boom. That's it. You see what I'm talking about? You see those rivets? They are keeping it in place. You can even go and try to cut them, but be really careful with them. Okay, now we have our cables out of the GoPro, and it's time to remove the glue from them. Be super careful again with these wires, they are really delicate. Perfect. I lost a piece right here, hope it's not important. It was at the back right here. Can maybe be put together again. I don't know, I hope. We will see. If you end up breaking this part, you can always get a replacement from Aliexpress. It's like 20 bucks, but it saves you a lot of headache. Okay, now I want to try the GoPro here. This is your naked GoPro. We can still dig a lot deeper than this, because we have to remove all this front plate. But for now I want to see if the buttons work. So we plug them in this way, not the outside way. And then I plug them in. So it blinks one time, it's ready to be turned on. You see? It's recording. Perfect. And you can stop recording like that. And we can confirm you can connect on the app. Don't update the camera, and as you can see, we are indeed recording. And here you can change the video modes. I suggest you using, of course, as always. You see? Okay, this is the way. So, 2.7K 4/3. 2.7K 4/3. I use 50 FPS usually. If it's night I use 25 because I'm in Europe. Don't use 24 FPS. Then field of view is fine, it's wide. Low light no. Audio auto, Pro Tune yes, settings auto. Yeah, keep this on auto. ISO limit, it's 400 for me. GoPro color no, flat, I like flat. Saturation, this is sharpness medium. And that's about it. You can change everything. LED blink on, beeps high, yes. And then default mode video, yes. Here you can change the video format and that's it. Now we can proceed and strip it down even more. So remove the ribbon cable here. We lost a piece right here, but it's not important because it works anyways, so keep it noted. Now, you see there are some screws around here, we have to remove them. Remove the SD card again. Perfect. Detach this ribbon connector, we won't need it. Remove this bracket. This board is really important because we power the GoPro through this one. Oh, nice. There is another screw right here we need to remove. And it comes off. Nice. We can detach the sensor and the board, the naked board should come up. Yes. Okay, you can also remove this one as well and it comes off. Nice. Now we need to get the sensor, and there is one last screw behind this. You can see it. So remove it. And the lens finally comes loose. I was stripping down this GoPro and I will show you a zoomed in version of this. Basically this battery 5-volt connector, which is attached like this to it, it's really flimsy, and the connector broke, and I mean, I can still attach it there, but I really have to press it, and I don't trust it because this thing has to fly and I don't want it to disconnect in the air. So it's really tight space, but to understand how it works. So you see 0 volts there. So we know, of course, this is negative, and we connect it here. And then we go and scrub and check. See? This is 5-volt 60. Right at the edge. So we know that the piece that broke on me is the positive. I've been lucky. I can solder a wire here. And all these golden parts right here are ground. So maybe it's even better. I don't have to use this thing. I didn't even knew where to put this. What I'm gonna do is I have a motor here, and then I found this plug, so I can plug it and I don't have to fix it on my drone basically. And the wire is really thin. Then I prepared this super small soldering point, because I have to really be careful with it, and I'm gonna solder the wire directly to the GoPro board. And that's it. I connected the cable and I checked. There are no shorts. I will show you a pic on where to solder the wire. The positive goes at the top of the connector and the negative goes in one of the golden pins right here, that's ground. Then, just like we did on this one, we bend the ribbon connectors right like this. I don't know if you can see it, but it all comes together with the buttons at the back, and then you can glue it together, and you will have the buttons flat at the back of the camera. Now I will need to go and design a mount to attach this steadily to the body. And all this thing weighs 17 grams.
This one weighs 33 grams. So here you have about half of the weight, but you have a lot of issues, like you don't have the screen. You have to add a mount here. Then the connector is flimsy and it will fall off on you, so you will have to be prepared to solder a wire to it. Here you don't need to, because the connector is really well attached there and you will not need to remove it. And here I feel like the GoPro is more protected from crashes and stuff. But as always, you can, if you crash, you can change the lens, so it's not a big deal. I don't know. This one is heavier, but it's easier to do, because you don't have to tear the GoPro apart that much. This one is a lot lighter, like half of the weight, but still it's a bit harder. So choose what you like more for your cine whoop.